You guys, Aaron here, and today I want to talk about this whole Players United thing that I saw on the forums the other day. Now, I thought this was super interesting, and at first when I read it, I was like, okay, it's very cool, has some great ideas in it, but I didn't think much of it until I came back a couple hours later and I saw like all the likes and comments on it. I think right now it's what 17. I was posted 17 hours ago. It has over 700 comments, 379 likes. So clearly more people are either involved besides shout out Bane who posted this. I'm not sure exactly who you are, if you're a YouTuber or whatever. But shout out to you and whoever else was involved in this. Because he does say a group of dedicated players and community members have formed Players United, which I thought was super interesting. I read through the post pretty much overall. I'm not going to read all of it, but it's all about the flaws and bugs in the game that haven't been fixed. A lot of the features that haven't been updated in a long time. And just the overall gap between the free to play and play to play players. Now, I had a video on this already about the gap between the free to play and play to play, which I was going to upload. But instead, I saw this post and I thought I should talk about this instead because this is probably more important. And this is for the community. So, let me go over the list of stuff that they want changed because I thought this was a brilliant list. And this is pretty much what I've been asking for too for a while. So, the overall thing is to update previous new features after their initial push that haven't seen updates in months. So, it's Supply Depot, Survival Road Depot, War Crate, Please for Love of God War Crates, 30-day pass, basic tokens, yes please, weapon tokens, of course, elite characters, prestige, and 5-star recruits. They've kind of been updated, but they haven't had any amazing characters added into them. 4-star weapon tokens, yes please, helper tokens, obviously, faction assault. I think it's time for new faction assault. I remember they said they were going to add new bosses, like it wasn't going to be just Negan, just like the governor, maybe some of the whisperers or something, but that never happened. Untimed museum collections, that hasn't been updated since like the museums came out. Training grounds ascendable 5 stars. Okay, ascendable 4s to 5s in the premier wheel. Okay, the premier wheel clearly updated all the time, so I don't know why they added that in there. But it says here we are in Generations S characters, Gen 2 characters should be available in other areas besides the premier wheel. These updates should also not be asked for by the player base but occur quarterly. The world map, town hall, town size, player cap, roster space, daily login rewards, more grindable characters, legacy characters, tournament prizes, meta changes, communication compensation, encouraging new players to play the game. It's a pretty solid list. I pretty much agree with everything that was said here. The community support on this was pretty good. He said everyone's doing the hashtag Players United. Everyone's got the support. You got Mama Deadhead over here. Shout out to her. I watch some of her videos sometimes. But yeah, I really like this post. I thought it was brilliant. I think Scopely did respond, or at least the community manager responded somewhere down here. Let me see if I can find that. I think it was like they messaged someone or something. See, people are canceling subscriptions and all that kind of stuff. Because if you really want to make a change, you already got hit them in the pockets. I think that's when you'll notice the most. So this is what JB said. It's a beautiful write-up, and I'm very admirative of the community getting together and love bypassing the usual. Why is the screen moving like that? What the hell? Bypassing the usual faction rivalries and personal dramas, stand united on this one. As I've been stating in the comments, it's not my place to answer this one as the messenger and interface between you guys and the game team, which naturally I'm a part of, but you can get me. I'm strongly advocating for an official acknowledgement here, along with a related action and plan, and I'll make sure to follow up on it. Didn't really say much other than I guess he likes the idea of this. He said he commented on it in the comments somewhere, which I don't know. I don't think I saw that. Cause I saw this post when it was uploaded 9 hours ago and had 500 replies, and now it has like basically 800 more, 785. So it's doing some work here. It's probably the most like active post I've seen in this game in like forever. I think the main thing is like if the huge like spending factions, like you have like Abusement Park and whatever, and what factions like that, that's very top factions, if they want to make a change, they're gonna have to support this too. Which I don't know if they care about this because they spend their money on the game anyway. So for them, whenever the meta changes, they don't care because they're changing with the meta anyways. But I'm curious to see how those players think. Because I don't really spend money on the game anymore. I haven't spent money on this game at all this year, I don't think. Maybe a couple of dollars here and there. But, damn, okay, I don't think I'm going to find this post. But I also want to go over which characters I think they could be given for free to play, because there's a lot of OP tunes out right now. And I know pay to play should still be free to play, obviously. But there's some of these tunes that are out that like they could be given away to free to play, and like it'd still make the free to play somewhat competitive because the tunes are so decent. So I want to go over that real quick. So here's a list of all the seven, or not seven, I was about to say 7 stars, 6 stars that came out. I mean, S class is basically a 7 star, even though S class Pete isn't listed here, which is kind of weird. But even regular Pete is still pretty good. But I'm expecting like Pete Anderson, L, Governor, Mia, Payback Negan, Olivia, the dual specialist tunes, Raven, Dr. Stevens, all those tunes like that, super OP tunes. The Zachary also. I'm not expecting those to become free to play, but there's some tunes out there like, I don't know, Tobin could be a good tune to have like as for an event. I know he was in the War Tokens wheel, which is kind of whatever, but someone like Tobin would be good. Command Dale. I'm talking like when I'm talking like a free to play event, I'm talking about like super grindy. Like these are really good tunes still, like Tobin and Dale. Like a super grindy event where like you gotta be on everyday grinding. Not like insane, like a million raids or something like that, but like maybe you gotta play like a roadmap every day, something like that. I don't know exactly. They can figure something out. They have the new missions tab, which I love that. I love that update, by the way. I love the missions tab. They can do something with that. Then have like one of these tunes available or something. Even like Alice or something like that. There's still no free to play shield yet. So even if they want to do like one of the older ones, like Ajax, what was the first? I think Koi was the first 6 star shield. Even if they just gave away him for free, like in a free event, I would be fine with that too. Even like another decap tune or something. Maybe not Chris. They could do one of the first ones. Not Tyrese though. That's a legacy tune. I don't know, man. There's some decent tunes here that's still useful that people would love to have for free that aren't super OP, and that'll keep like the play to pace players still like high up. Like you still may struggle to beat them, but still you have a better chance with some of these tunes, like Disarm Lewis or something like that. I don't know though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. The Players United stuff. What do you think? Is it actually gonna work? I stand with it. I appreciate it. I like it. I've talked about these changes a lot. Well, not a lot, I'd say, but in the past, I've definitely have. But overall, I like the idea. I think I saw a leak, which I don't know if it's 100% real. Obviously, anyone can Photoshop something, but it looked like the next S-Class tune was coming out pretty soon. And like you had to collect like some other item besides blue keys to get them. So we'll see. Yeah, it's interesting to see what's going to happen here, because you can't just ignore that post. That post has too many replies to it, too many likes. Everyone's talking about it. You can't just ignore it. You have to address it in some sort of way. I forgot when it was, but like they did like Sculpted release that letter thing where they address all these players' concerns. This was like maybe a year ago, I think, and like I forgot what the topic was exactly, what the reason was for it. I think it was like something about legacy tunes or something. And obviously you can see that hasn't changed. Like nothing's really changed in the game that much. But pretty much I think the main thing is free to play, some better characters and events for free to play. Like useful characters, not like right now the Pathways event there's Governor, Negan, and Alpha. Alpha's useful, I'd say. But the Governor and Negan aren't like, oh, Negan's decent, but like the Governor not that great. Even the Piper, even though she's not free to play, I don't consider her free to play. You need 8 crossbones to get her. You only get 3 of them guaranteed for free. And the rest is just RNG, which the RNG is horrible. It's probably like a 0.01% chance to get the crossbone in that bag. Even her though, she's not like the greatest tune. She's good though, but like nothing insane. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Peace.